Shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They will run with Grant. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Corey Grant, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And again this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 14. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Grant, and an alley to run. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Corey Grant with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
10 logo. Mike 58 right there. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our field. 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. I 7, let's go. 24, check 24. Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get enough.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Man left. 4 down, check.
Hey, exit. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I got you, boy.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
61. Matchbox, right. Yes. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hustle, let's go. Hustle, ready, go.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rip right, rip right. Let's go. Chopper, chopper. 53. 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Check, 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 check. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Go. All day, pump. Check. 53's Mike. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
On the ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Lawrence. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
Check 13.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You better be afraid of me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. General.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Delta. 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
That's right, baby. They don't
Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Chad Hunt. 10 Tucson. 3. You better bring it. You better bring 6. Go.
They go back to Grant. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Catch made here by Campbell. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 87 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Grant. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down.
Got you, boy.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.